Welcome back into Icarus. We are still cruising away on our day or our mission ramp up Stockpile, which is here in the Riverlands. We're doing it on hard, so we get 3 total deaths. I've had 1 so far. So I'll throw in a couple more things here while I'm sitting here looking through the window. Oop. A little bit closer. We should finish this thing off. I might end up migrating over this way. Let me take a peek. If I do migrate, down here is not bad. Then I'd have a run back up to that. That way I don't have as far as to go on my run. And I can do some stockpiling over here. Our challenge is going to be that we have, if you look on the left-hand side there, you'll see the supply point alpha is almost done. Supply point beta requires 60,000 biofuel and 50,000 oxygen. Ow. I do have a biofuel extractor running at the moment, which means I probably need more. Let's throw some more iron on the cooker. And take that. Do I have any iron? I was thinking about doing some cans. Yeah, I could do another can. I don't know how much one of these things actually holds. Wrong side. Okay, over here. Yeah, it doesn't tell me how much it holds. And I don't know if also it's going to consume it. It could actually just take the can. That would be potentially disastrous for me. Put it down here. All right, let's go ahead and grab. I'm gonna start pumping this thing up a little bit while I'm cooking. We need to get to the machining bench. No, not the machining bench. Fabrication bench next. Spoil plants were sitting there. Okay, fabricator. That one, which means I need to do some more electronics. So I'm going to need gold. I'm going to need copper. I need carbon fiber. Can I do carbon fiber here, or do I need a mixer? Carbon fiber here, right? Yeah, there's carbon fiber. Carbon paste. So I need organic. I need silica. I got silica. Let's do that. The organic paste, I think I had some over. No? Okay. I can fix that. Put these things in here. Get the organic paste going. Oh, right. I need oxygen. I need oxygen for the making oxygen. No. Daters. Holy smokes. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and start working on it. That's my plan. I'm going to go ahead and start stockpiling some of the oxygen oxide. And I'm going to go ahead and start creating some fuel cans and just keep loading those things up as much as I can. And then I'm going to also hit a couple of the caves nearby and try to tech myself up into the fabricator so I can get some of the higher end stuff, because I feel like I need a higher end knife and I need a higher end bow. And of course, tools wouldn't be bad either. Go ahead and add the 2 remaining. Boom. All right, I'm going to move locations. I do need to make one more trip back here, but I'm going to leave whatever. Well, I probably need to take that with me too. So I have to come back. I also have a full chest worth of oxygen. I have another one at my next location here. Let's you. You can stay here. Here. Here's some more food. Make you happy again. And let's make a run for it. So I have a new place. I talked about going right off here with the water so that I have some the chance to cook in a water pump and other things into the biofuel composter, get a generator going. I mean, I'm teching up. Okay, so I've got the fabricator here on me. Or actually, I have the fabricator there. I've got the machining bench on me. So we will head on over to the other location that I have set up. Now this next location, I'm really setting it up as a permanent base, semi-permanent base. The intent is I can utilize things from here and reach into the desert zone, take care of my things I need to do there, or come back this way. It's centrally located. It's on the water. And it's actually a little isolated, though I have seen one bear come through so far. He didn't charge me. He actually went away from me after he got up here. So I think this is a pretty secure location. I have had some issues with the base up by the desert border and also the one that we just left, having guys come in and just start whacking at it multiple times. I've also created the base as a concrete base. This is not cobble. I have concrete walls, and then above that is all cobble. I don't need to use concrete for the roof. It's fine. It's all fine. All lining up like this. That way, I maximize my space. So now, depending on what I want to do, boom, 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 all right there. So now I've got myself pretty well set up here. Let's go ahead and change my spawn point to this spot. Ooh, look at you. Hi. Aren't you pretty? Stick your head up. Thank you. Oh, you rat. There you are. Hey. I'll take you. I have made a platinum knife. I would like to make a platinum pickaxe. Oh, I might just go all platinum if I find enough of it. Hey, you, come here. I got you a spot right over here. Look at this. Look at this. Pretty, isn't it? It's right there. It's right there. Yeah. So I have at this location I have put in place I got my normal oxygenator, the oxide dissolver. I have the skinning bench here. I've actually put down an herbalism bench along with my immortal vessel and the biofuel composter. I've got 5 of these up here. I need to make a run over to the desert now, I think. I've got the textile bench over there, which I'm not really using that much. The cook bench here. That was just for overflow. Nice and neat. All right, now I can ride my birdie back. So that's what I've been doing. I did about 6 runs back and forth so far. Haven't been bothered at all the entire run. I haven't had a bear, a wolf, nothing. So that's all been working out pretty well. And of course, you there. Hello, Mr. Bear. I talk about no bear, and you come in here and play bear. You're going to have to swim for it, so I think I'm actually going to take you. Right between the eyes. What do you think of that, buddy? You like that? I like it. Exit 1 bear. All right, I'm ready to go out. I've got all of my biofuel cans, and I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. About 250. No, 2,050. I'm going to take the bird. See how we do. See how we do with the bird. Well, we're going to see how this works out. I just put a base up there on the edge. That's interesting. I always thought it was solid, but it ain't. Okay. But if I need to come back in, I can just come in here, go pink, and add that in and drop and climb on up. That's the plan. And of course, there'd be a storm here, but we're going to do this anyway. Let's go ahead and take a look. All right. First, there's so that's 500. Oh, I gotta process it? Okay. Good to know. How about if I drop in the biofuel? There's 5 of those. 50. Ooh, Ooh, those are 5,000 a piece? 10,000 a piece? Okay, well this isn't so bad. Well, you know what? Screw, no, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here without trying to kill you. There we go. Okay, so that's different. It shouldn't be as hard as I was thinking it might be. So I need one more biofuel can. That being the case, then I probably need 5 cans of air. Well, I have completed the oxygenation of things here. I think each of these tanks, I'm going to guess each one is 10,000. So this should be 50,000 plus the 10,000 for the biofuel can. This here should finish everything off. I am also doing a few other things as well. I have added an attachment to my platinum knife and my recurve bow. I put a scope on the recurve bow, and I put a Mr. Speedy on the platinum knife so I can swing a little bit faster. I also created down here, I've got the biofuel radar and extractor, so I can go looking for some exotics after this. So I'm going to finish this thing up. I'm going to go over here, turn these things in. Hopefully that'll complete the mission as far as stockpiling goes. And then I'm going to start hunting for some exotics. All right. I'm just waiting for the lightning storm to go by, and then I'm going to make a run for it. We're going to be going over to the little thing I have over there. Oh, Jesus Christ. I waited a storm out. I left. I got halfway to where I was going, and the storm comes right back in again. Unbelievable. And then I couldn't get anywhere where I could, like, house up or whatever. Insane. I ran into a bear halfway there. I had to dodge the bear. There's 2 or 3. I guess I am not doing not doing an exotic run. Not with 1 life. All right. I have a steel knife still. Can I make a decent? Yeah, I can't make a recurve. Let's go ahead and create another recurve. I don't know if I've got some bones. I got some bones. Not much. Alright, I'm going to go back and grab the body after this thing goes away. Okay, here we go. Here we are. And I would just like to point out how close I was to my shelter. Unreal. Oh. Somebody tore everything down? Oh, it's the... Yes, okay. There it is. All right, we're going to go over to the other side and see if we can come in from that direction, because that's far safer than going down and around. All right, we're here. Okay, I think we're going to be all right here. Yep. Let's go ahead and drop that in. That should give me the 60, right? Yep. And does this give me the 50? No. Oh, man, it's 5,000 apiece. I need 5 more of those. Damn it. Really hoping to be done. All right. Well, I'm going to run back now, get back to my base. I think I'll check my time. We're ready to go ahead and turn in the last of our oxygen. I've got 5 more bottles here, each of 5,000, which will give me another 25,000. I'll finish off the oxygen, and we'll be done with ramp up the stockpile. I have also been a little busy here while I've been waiting for some of that to happen, grinding away a few other things. You'll see down here at the bottom, I have a full set of a 2x2 cobblestone spot, so I can drop that as I go. I'm noticing that my armor's taking a kind of a beating here. I still have a little bit more time, but I've had 2 deaths. I have 1 left before I think bad things have happened. I don't know what bad things happen. I've never had that occur, so we'll see how that works out. I've also been busy in the fact that we've got these here, and I've been slowly carving some stuff up. I got a second floor going now, and I made a fuel generator, biogenerator going. I don't think there's anything new here. Got the water pump going, and I've hooked them up to the corn. And we got my birdie over there still kicking away. So all of that works out pretty well. I just got the update for week 51, 52, and I saw that there's some new things in the tech tree for us to learn. So let's go ahead and take a peek and see what there is. So if you start at the beginning on tech level 1, let's see what new things they've added. Nothing on tech 1. Tech level 2. We got a water bomb. So with a water bomb, I can throw this as a firefighting method. Interesting. I'll go ahead and learn it. I got a short-range radio. Interact to receive a mission from Simple 3, Simplified Mission Prospector Liaison version 3, replacing the UDA agents 1 mission at a time. So I take this to be something. There's the persistent world option you can create. And this looks like in the persistent world, you can grab short missions to go do stuff. Let's go ahead and pick that up, see what happens with it. I'm not going to build it in this drop, but maybe at a future date we'll do that. We have tonics now available in the herbalism bench. These are usually things you can also craft on the chemistry bench, and it looks like we've got health enhancement, so we can get some bonus health and regeneration. That's actually not bad. Reduced food, water, and oxygen consumption. Increased melee damage for thrown knives, spears, and also some physical resistance, which is absolutely great. And some stamina with stamina regeneration. And these all last for 102 minutes. 2 minutes. So you pop this before you actually just jump right into something. Okay. We'll take those. We'll have to see what that is on the herbalism bench. Nothing else there. Tier 3. Fishing trap coming soon. Platinum crossbow. We'll go ahead and pick that up. I don't use the crossbows, but, hey. Repair bench. Repairs any item requiring power to repair tier 4 or workshop items. Tier 4 workshop. Really? And it's aluminum, leather. That's actually not tough to get. All right, we're gonna build one of those before we go anywhere. Anything else? No. How about tier 4? Titanium crossbow. So wait, is titanium better than platinum? $71 to $75. Damn it. I've been making the wrong stuff. All right, it's fine. I'm going to stick with platinum for now. Water wheel. A combined wheel and generator turns fluid motion into angular momentum. So this I could drop down and make power. Now, when I read the notes about it, every couple of minutes, it'll pick up a little bit of trash from the water flow, and after about 3 hours, it will stop unless you clear out all the trash. So I like that. That looks like it's going to be kind of interesting. I might have to try that out instead of the biofuel. It's rather than just trying to get that going. We'll see. Marble kitchen bench, a food preparation area which is supposed to be able to cook all of the previous things, the cook belly, the cook belly, not cook belly, pot belly stove, the biofuel stove, all that sort of stuff. You're supposed to be able to do everything here. A plumbed sink, fully plumbed basin with running water, a luxury of sorts. It's supposed to give you a short-term buff to both speed and a few other things. And then this is like just the best cabinets the planet have to offer, and the electric stove for cooking some more. All right, so this is the upgraded version of what I was attempting to put in just this earlier this episode. All right, so now that that's done, I want to go ahead and do the repair bench. Let me guess here. Repair. I can do it. Craft it. I'm curious if I can repair the knife with this. All right, so we'll put it here. 7. I'm gonna put it upstairs. It's not something I should be using very often, and if it requires some power, this makes it real easy. I need to grab the electrical tool off the workbench. All right, now the question is, repair workshop. Items to repair. No. Unable to repair. Unable to repair. Drat. What about this? Repair all equipment. Oh, nice. So I don't even have to put stuff away. Yeah, that can't be done. Okay. Repairing requires all associated repair materials as normal. Oh, so I need to put in some stone. What is this? It's going to be platinum, aluminum. We'll take some aluminum, some stone. I don't think I have any platinum anywhere, do I? No, I don't have any platinum anywhere. And I think it's 5 to 1 on this. Platinum, 5 to 1. All right. Okay, yeah, it did repair some stuff already. That's good. Very nice. Very nice. All right. Well, that I did want to see, especially since I saw it said you could do workshop items in there. I guess you just need to have the right gear for it. Oh, wrong one. You go over there. Okay. All right, let's go turn this thing in. I'm not taking the bird. The bird, there's some advantages to the bird and there's disadvantages to the bird. The bird is not as fast as I am, ironically. But I think the bird has a reduction in the aggro radius. You can't stop me. The bears and stuff probably can. So let's go ahead and make a run for it. I'm going to head on over to my location. What time of day is it? It's all right. I will probably take a wolf or something out along the way just to get enough stuff to put up a bedroll. All right, I'll be back. Well, I did have to stop partway through. Another storm came in. It's like every time I step on this block right here, a storm hits. And I didn't want to try to make the push I did last time that got me killed. So I dropped my cobblestone 2x2. Except I'm missing 2 walls. I think I left them in my cobblestone or masonry deck. So I built a couple of wood walls to replace that. And now that it is 1812, go ahead and sleep the night away. I've been cooking up a bit of food here too. So I think what I'll do is I'm going to leave that cooking. Let us take this, pick it up. I'm not setting the spawn point here. I could put it off to the side actually. Maybe I'll do that. I'll put this away from here because if I get disconnected, I don't want it next to the fire. And then we'll go ahead and set this as my spawn point. Thank you. And we'll head on out. And that way I'll have some cooked food when I come back through. Yeah, I made it down here to the drop ship. Let's go ahead and do our turn in. Should do it.
Right. I think you're good.
Yep.
You're good to head back to orbit.
Okay. So now that we've got that done, one thing I was thinking about doing before was the vapor geyser. There's 2 of them in the Riverlands on the way back. I am not doing that because I only have 1 life. So we're going to be kind of cut things kind of short or close. The other thing is to maybe look for a exotic deposit and maybe do some extraction from that. I will attempt to do that, but we'll cut to that. I did stop briefly at the outpost on the wall and set my spawn point. I left the other 2x2 in the passage on the way back. My intent is to also stop at each of those places and set my spawn point as I go, just in case. That way I don't have to travel too much further back if something does occur. That's my plan. I will see what happens. Cut back to you if there's something fun that happens like a cougar. Seriously, dude. Really? Right in my face. Alright. We're out. No! Damn it. Wow. The game is like saying, Alright, let's see if we can take him out. Nope. Couldn't take him out. Nope, you missed me. Missed me again. Tag. You're it. Rubber band. Ooh, got a crit on him. Nice. Well, so much for my cutting past all this, huh? Still, game just wants to keep things interesting. Alright, so there's 1 bear down. I think there's a total of 3 bears on the way back. That should be this bear in this area. So I think I have 1 more bear up by my other spot. And then 1 in the passage. So we'll see how those go. If I can't avoid them, I'll come back. See you in a few. Okay, I made it to my halfway point. I'm going to set that spawn point. I'm going to grab the food that's been cooking up for me here. Where's my cooked? There it is. And I will throw some more on the Barbie here because I can. And then continue to run. Well, I got back and found my buddy dead, probably because I just couldn't keep him fed. The amount of food these guys eat is rather impressive. So there feels like there should probably be either a tweak to that or allow them to forage a little bit on their own, but they die pretty damn fast. Okay, well you're doing your thing. All right, so we're back here. Let's go ahead and set my spawn point here. Good, done. Inventory. I did pick up a number of reed flowers and golden flowers and things like that on the way home. So we'll throw those in here. Let's see. There's the lilies. There's the reeds. So I need organic resin and sponge. I'm not going to have sponge. Tree sap and resin. I can do. You know what? I got resin. I got lots of resin, don't I? I got enough resin. Let's go ahead and throw the resin in there. See what else shows up. Anti-poison, anti-parasitic. I'm sap and sponge. I'm sap. So sap. We can throw some of that in there too. Stamina. Make a bunch of that. I'll do 5. All right, we're back at the home again. I'm up on this rock. I just wanted to find a nice place I can go hide up here while I do that. I'm going to go ahead and do a radar scanning for the exotics. We're letting this thing go ahead and scan. I did also notice. Oh, hello. Now that's not going to work for you, is it, buddy? Neither is it going to work for you. Oh, shoot. Give me that. Can I pick that up? Thanks. I don't. I hate the fact that it clips just a little bit shy. You know what I'm saying? All right. God damn. How many of these things? A ton, huh? You done? Complete. Hold this to access and take out my biofuel can. Pick it up. Thank you. Let's take a look at the map. There's one way out here in the desert somewhere. And there's one that's probably here-ish, which I might be willing to deal with. Well, I've moved over to a new location down here, looking for a possible an exotic spot that tends to pop up down in here. I didn't see it, so I'm going to go ahead and scan again. Something down there might get pissed off at me, but if it does, it's got a long way to go to find me. Whoa! Really? Wow. Dude, I'm amazed. Oh, okay. I see what's going on here. Okay, I got up too far, and things are like just popping in from the sun. That's ballsy, man. Whoa! You done? Too close to previous scan. Damn it. All of that. Okay. Well, that's a lesson learned. So I can get down here. No? Okay. All right. Well, that was fun. Let's see if we can craft myself up a bandage. Nope. Oh, now. Yep. That was very interesting. All right. All right, this one should be far enough from the last scan that should work out all right. So let's go ahead and kick this one off. Do I really want to stand here? Hopefully it doesn't like throw something on top of me. That'd be rude. All right, finish that one up. Let's see what we're at. So you say here, and you say here, and that cut it down by half? It's not a whole lot. So that's like what, right down here? All right, let's go down there, take a peek. All right, I moved further down. I'm here. So I missed my spot that I was thinking about. I'm just going to go from here because I can get up on a rock here. And I think, generally speaking, that is a better deal. Oh, Hold on. Hold on. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I don't need it. There it is right there. All right, so we are here for this extractor. So now I have to go grab my extractor, bring it back, and extract all those goodies out of that thing. I'm going to drop a 2x2 right in here. All right, I've come back. I've got the extractor installed and running. I have one can in it. I have one can on me. Inventory. See, I got a can on me. So I'm going to just let this go and crank away. Well, we're back to the drop pod. I did do some extraction. However, I was trying to exit for the evening, and I got attacked by moas and wolves and everything else just kept coming in every time I tried to save. I was going through a very long save cycle, so I had to keep coming back in to stop whatever was trying to eat me.
Okay,
So
that's
this is all I've got, but
You're good
I'll
to
take
go.
it. They destroyed my
For my
they
money,
destroyed my
that's
extractor.
all of them.
So we'll go back to the station. I don't know how long this is going to take. It probably could take a long time.
Because you're done here. Sinitai are gonna be happy with you, which is
Why
good. Trust
am I
goes a
outside?
long way with them.
Yeah, no, this ain't working out for me. Now, let's see if I can just quit the desktop. Nope. Not going to work either, is it? Well, we'll see. You saw me do it. So if I have to do this all over again, I'm going to do it as my on a personal side. I'm not going to record a second one. Go back to title screen. Play. Resume prospect. Great.
Long way with them.
There we go. Then my 51 exotics. My 900 Ren. Workshop. Do I have it? No, I don't. I have enough Ren, but I don't have the exotics for it. All right, well, that'll do it for us. Long run. Thanks for joining me. Take care. Bye-bye.
Creeping through the shadows and the corners of your mind. I go where the wind blows. I run but I don't hide. I hear the call of the wild, whispering the name. No, I can't be tamed. My heart belongs to the night. I'm alone, I'm alone, I'm a lone wolf. 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 I'm a